Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel. My name is Michael Everett and today we'll be reacting to Doctor Who. So the last time we left off, we went over back to Earth. We saw Ruby Sunday. We saw what she was doing. Obviously she was having some issues with this man who we all knew was bad, and I knew it from the get-go that he had some nefarious intentions. As far as season 2 goes, I've really been enjoying the adventures that we've been having. I feel like every episode has been getting progressively better. And this episode was one that I remember watching the trailer and seeing like this huge spider creature and thinking about how excited I was to see that specific episode. Hopefully this episode we get to make up some lost time with the Doctor, and hopefully this one's a little bit more Doctor heavy. That's the only thing I didn't like about Lucky Day, was that you didn't get much of the Doctor, but I will say the little bits of the Doctor that you did get was super well done, and I really appreciated Shooty's moments in that episode. So with this episode, I'm very much looking forward to seeing just how the Doctor is in like foreign territory, like on Earth, but in an area that isn't British or American or something adjacent. Something in a new area, something more exciting. I don't really have much to say going into it. I kind of just want to jump right into it. So without further ado, this is Doctor Who Series 15 or Season 2, Episode 5. Oh, this is beautiful. If you've seen Sinners, which is out in theaters right now, I do recommend going and seeing this. This is reminding me of like the beginning of Sinners. Kind of like explaining the background story of it all. So the Doctor showed up and put fires out. Oh, that's fun. I like that. Wait, so it's like happening inside of his story. So this guy's telling stories, and it's like taking place in his barber shop. I like that she still wants to go home. It's like a thorough line through. It's a story through line. Oh, okay. So there's like backstory here. I think I saw something that they had like released something online. I just didn't go and watch it. I was afraid of like spoiling things. 2019. Okay, so this is just a few years ago. I still don't understand why they couldn't just like stay there and wait the 5 years. I know that's a long time, but like, or 6 years or whatever. I like this setting. It's like a very different setting for Doctor Who. I don't know if we've had settings like this before. Okay, so like he has mentioned coming back to this area before, but this is like, it's like showing that he actually like knows these people. This has like a really movie feel to it compared to like some of the other episodes so far this season. Like this doesn't feel like a TV show right now. It feels like I said, Sinners. Like I'm just relating a lot of stuff to that just because it's probably the most recent movie I've seen, so relating a lot back to it. Okay, so he wants the story to be told while he's like getting his haircut? Why? This is beautiful. This is so cool. Well, the Doctor has stories that he could tell forever. She said, so these people came in to get haircuts, but they've been like trapped here for a long time. There goes Miss Flood. I like that she's in the middle of the episode and not like at the fucking end of it for some whatever reason. Oh, that's so sweet. I wish they had done that in like the animated style like they did some of the other stories. He just wanted a place to go and talk and like feel normal. But now he's being used. Oh. Oh, he's pissed. Okay, so they're a barbershop on top of a spider. What the fuck? Alright, so is Belinda gonna come, or is the barbershop just completely gone? Okay, do not go to the little random girl in the middle of the street. I would not. Like, I know that it's a little girl and, like, you're not supposed to be afraid, but these people are missing. I would be afraid. Now, why aren't they just letting these people out? Like, why are they kidnapping them? Oh, here comes Belinda. At least they're together. I was afraid that they would be separated the entire episode.
You're the nurse from his story. Told him to go, actually.
Oh, she's asserting her authority.
What's going on?
He has no real power. You want to know who I am?
Is he going to be a god?
I go by many names.
Oh. A Nancy. So he is a god. Or is he just a guy that's pretending to be a god?
He does not.
Not them laughing at this man in his face when they're stuck on like some weird barber shop on spider. So has he been like running around like doing things with the gods? So he's just a storyteller.
Powered theater, an electric cinema, a space opera. Until I had the idea to power the theater.
Okay, why was it showing the doctor?
I worked for centuries, and all I wanted.
Wait, because that was the Robot Revolution. Oh! Oh! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Busy in a different story that might be finished one.
Oh my god, yes.
You actually took that bet.
I tried to lose.
Oh my god. Oh, a fugitive doctor. That's cool.
To the heart of the name.
So he doesn't know his full background because there's been a blockage in her mind. See, I like that Belinda is like, is this what you want? Versus, is this what all these other people want? Alright, so now it's the daughter of Anansi, who is the god of stories, who is also all these other gods? Or is this more so the storyteller making up this stuff? I'll be real with you guys, I'm a little confused. This is a rewatch for sure.
So good.
Oh, I actually do like that. Okay, so she did the map and his hair. That's a very cool. This is a very different episode of Doctor Who. Probably the most unique episode of Doctor Who, to be honest. Like, I don't know if there's another episode of Doctor Who that reminds me of this at all. Alright, so the story engine is like a giant brain, it looks. Oh. Didn't like that. It's like a giant brain. That is so cool looking. It also kind of looks like a mushroom. Oh, the night.
When you fire that first shot, no matter how right you feel, you have no idea who's going to die.
I don't know what it... I love seeing.
Definitely not the man I was.
Alright, so he let them out.
The stroke is compressing. The core.
I think she cares about him. So he destroyed the spider? Okay, so he's alive. For like 5 seconds I thought he died.
To be credited for my work.
Back there.
See anything?
Was that the timeless child? Was it...
Getting mixed up.
Was that the doctor?
Okay. Wow. You
It's a long story, but
Okay, that was cute. I like the way that ended. All right, so let's get into it. How do I feel initially after that episode? To be honest, I am confused. Like, I feel like maybe I'm too tired because I will be honest, like, it's late for me. Like, I've been up. Maybe my brain isn't working fully. This definitely is an episode where I need to rewatch it to fully understand what was going on. But from my overarching perspective, what I thought was happening is that the doctor went to this barber. He wanted to like chill, relax, have a time away, just relax, see his friend Omo. And instead he got sucked up in this storyteller who was the storyteller of the gods, who was mad that he didn't get recognition for it and wasn't a god or considered a god himself. So he wanted to go travel and cut all those storylines and basically destroy the gods, which included this one god's daughter. I don't know the full story of Anesi. I think that's how you say it. So I don't know like how much of that was incorporated into her story, into this character's story. But I will say that like without that context, I am left kind of confused. But that's okay. There are certain aspects of the episode that I thought were really different for Doctor Who, and I appreciated that. I like that this episode more than any other episode of Doctor Who, and that does not include just these episodes of Doctor Who from the current era, but Doctor Who overall. I don't know if there's an episode quite like this one, and I think that's special. This is definitely one of those episodes where I'm going to have to rewatch to fully understand everything that's going on, but I think there's a lot of character moments that took place during the episode that really showcased, the Doctor and Belinda's own emotional journeys and their connection to each other, especially towards the end of the episode where the Doctor's like, Belinda, you gotta go, but she's like waiting for him, like, no, come on, like, I'm gonna wait for you, like, I don't want to go without you. But then she leaves the barber shop and she's waiting, and it's making her really anxious. She's thinking about going back in to try to save him, because for a moment there it looked like maybe they weren't going to make it. So I do think that like those aspects of the episode were pretty straightforward and like really understandable and digestible, and kind of continued on this story that we're currently experiencing. I think even like just cutting down to even like the directing and like the look of the episode, it didn't feel like a Doctor Who episode. It felt like something else. It felt like it was different, and I appreciated it for that. There's a lot of cultural moments going on that like I, as a white person, don't fully comprehend or fully have experience with necessarily, but that idea of like belonging and wanting to belong to a community is something that I definitely understand as a gay man, that like I want community with people that understand where I'm coming from, my life experiences. So the Doctor wanting that by saying like, hey, like as a black man now, I'm like traveling the world and traveling the universe, and like people treat me different, and like going to this place made me feel comfortable. And then to have his friend betray his trust like that, like really got to him. He didn't fully cry, which I appreciate. I feel like Shudi's doing a good job at kind of reeling back and like holding on to some of those emotions that like he in the past has like severely like just let go. Like in that moment, he did have a little tear in his eye, but he didn't fully cry. Whereas like in the past, I feel like he maybe would have been like just sitting there crying for a good like minute instead of like having any other reaction. I'm not fully comprehending what happened in this episode, to be completely honest with you guys. Again, maybe it's because like it's been early morning, so like I'm a little like, ooh, confused or whatever. Maybe not fully awake enough for an episode like this. It will take some time. I think what I like to do is like I like to watch the episodes and then go back and like watch other people watch it. I love a reaction channel. Why do you think I made one? So I kind of want to go back and like watch other people watch it and see their reactions to it and kind of have a more full picture. This is probably the first episode this season that I had nothing going into it other than like the trailer that showed like the spider. All I knew that is that there was a spider and it was like in a barbershop. I didn't know much else about it. And I think it kind of, it helped me to be surprised. Seeing the fugitive Doctor was... Oh, like that was great. Love that. Love when stuff like that happens. I love when it's like an unexpected thing. And for me, I never expected to see the fugitive Doctor again. Like I maybe thought like kind of towards the end of this episode, they were showing like like when he said, "Oh, I'll tell you a story," and then he was like, "I'm born and then I die," and because it's his story and the doctor's story is so convoluted and long and like all over the place, that he basically gave him an infinite energy source. And then it was showcasing all the other doctors, and like that was cute, and I love that. It reminded me of a lot of Rogue from last season, where in that episode you kind of saw different aspects of the doctor's life, and he was explaining who he was, and you had like the rotating faces. This was a little bit more like on the nose, a little bit more like here's the doctor, here's the doctor, here's the doctor, here's all the doctors. Having little speeches too. I think seeing that speech from Peter Capaldi, which if you haven't seen that speech from Peter Capaldi's 12th Doctor, where he's talking to the Zygons and UNIT, and he's like talking to them, and he's like talking about war, and he's talking about people dying, and how basically it all comes down to the same thing at the end of the day. You're just all gonna have to sit down and talk it out. And he's trying to prevent war by making them really think about it. I think that speech alone is the best speech by any doctor this entire New Who era after the 2005 revival. I haven't seen much of like old Who, classic Who. Haven't seen much of it, so I'm sure there's a speech in there or two that are better. But for me, that speech by Peter Capaldi is my favorite. So seeing that pop up was a treat in of itself. Again, another rewatch will probably help me understand where like this fits into the narrative and like where this happened. He kept looking at the daughter of Anesi. I think that's how I'm so sorry if I'm saying that wrong. But he kept looking at him like, why do I know you? Something, you look familiar. Like something about you looks familiar. And then to come to the realization that he had met him when he was the fugitive doctor. So, you know, kind of bringing up the past and still having the timeless child be a thing and having it continue on and kind of like be a part of the doctor's story and like canonizing it a little bit more, because, you know, I do feel like with the timeless child arc, there is still some debate as to where it took place or if it was real or if it was a fabrication by the master. I do appreciate that aspect. So yeah, let me know in the comments below what you thought about this episode. I need to rewatch it. I'll be so real with you guys. I liked the episode. I felt good about it. I liked visually, culturally, like story-wise, I got a little confused. I'll be real. But beyond that, I really actually did enjoy the episode itself. It's definitely pushing the boundaries of what Doctor Who can be and what types of stories it can tell. And I do love that. And I think that they need to keep taking risks like this, because when you take risks like this, you're more likely to succeed and you're more likely to have better outcomes. You're more likely to have better stories and more memorable ones. Most people I know who watch Doctor Who, their favorite episodes are things like Blank or Midnight or, you know, Heaven Sent. These episodes that take a different approach to what a Doctor Who episode could be, and kind of have just, you know, gone beyond what was done before, therefore making a better product in the end. And I think when you take risks, you come out with the opportunity to have great, fantastic stories. Do I think that this is going to be on par with those episodes? Not for me personally, but I did enjoy the episode, and I'm very much looking forward to seeing how next week's episode goes and how that leads into the season finale, which I am beyond excited for. This season of Doctor Who has definitely been like the best since probably at least season 9, at least for me. But yeah, let me know what you think below. Don't forget to like, share, comment, all that fun stuff, because I am really trying to get this going. The last couple of weeks I've been dealing with a lot of problems getting these videos out, so hopefully with this one and going forward it'll be on time. My goal is to put like these last 3 videos like all at the same time and hopefully avoid these copyright issues that I've been facing. With that being said, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll see you in the next one.